Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, you are highly welcome to this very afternoon special edition. The feeling is great. The feeling is good. Yes, Chelsea, we are second on the league table. Ladies and gentlemen, but we are not in the title race. We are not title contenders. Oh yes, of course. And it's a fact. If we are in the title race, wouldn't we conceding last minute goal? If we are in the title race and we are title contenders, wouldn't concede 2 goals against Tottenham in the first 10 minutes? Is it? Oh yes, it is a fact. If we are in a title race, our defense will be much more solid than it is. If we are in a title race, Jackson would have been delivering on, Jackson was supposed to get 3 goals, but he succeeded in only 1. Are we in a title race? We are second on the league table. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. On your screen right now, Paul Winstanley. Yes, Paul Winstanley standing right there with Bedard Egbali and Mikel Obi. Is Operation Osimehn hot again? Ha! Is it about Osimehn discussion taking place there? Let me know from you. What do you think? Paul Winstanley, Bedard Egbali, and Mikel Obi right there on your screen. Is it Operation Victor Osimehn? Well, we wait to see. I'm not too sure, but we wait to see what that discussions or what the discussion there is going to be about. Yes, I am just thinking, there is no news on whatever they are talking about there yet. But one thing that I'm sure of is my Jackson will come good. Nic Jackson on the title race. He was being asked yesterday whether Chelsea are indeed in the title race. This is what he said. For you to know, agenda, no title contenders. It is about the entire squad. He says, I don't really know what a title race is, to be honest. I don't really know what a title race is to be. I don't really know what a title race is, to be honest. I don't even look at the table. Chelsea players, none of them are looking at the table. They are not sure our position on the league table. Jackson is telling us that he doesn't even look at the table and he doesn't know what the title race is about, to be honest. Do you believe him? I believe my boy. I believe my boy. We are not in the title race. We are not. Ladies and gentlemen, now, remember we are just 2 points below Liverpool. But Liverpool still has a game in hand. They have a game in hand, right? Okay. Moving on. Quickly, there are so many things that we need to talk about in analyzing this game. But you see, I personally, I don't want to get overexcited and I would not like our players even to get overexcited and get complacent. We are taking game after game. Our head coach made it very clear. It is about the next point. The next point, the next point, the next point. It is not about we having 3 points now. As difficult as Brentford was, the aim was to get a 3 points. And we succeeded in getting it. So what is left out for us is the next one. The next one, we have Conference League on Thursday. Then on the weekend, we have against Everton. Dear friend, it is always about the next game. Until Chelsea gets to until we get to maybe February, March, until we are in February and we are still where we are, then I can boldly say that we are in a title race. But right now as we speak, we are still in December. It is too early, my friend. It is too early. And that is why our head coach speaking again, he said the same. This is what Enzo Maresca said after the game yesterday. Enzo Maresca on the title race again. He said, no matter how many games we win, I think we are not ready to compete for the title. One of the reasons why is because I think the teams know how to compete for titles. they are not going to concede goals like we do. The teams that know how to compete for titles, they are not going to be conceding goals as we do. They are not going to concede goals as we do. How do we concede goals? Ladies and gentlemen, we concede cheap goals. He said the one today, it was a throw-in for us. That's why I don't think we are ready to compete for titles. We cannot concede how we did and open the game and give them a chance. Well, let me leave that for them. Is that the fact that we are conceding cheap goals? That alone is an indication that we are not in the title race. Dear friend, we move on. This issue we'll be talking about it and we'll keep talking about it. Let's move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea played a game with two, these days, like, this game, against Spurs and every other game. The fact that Chelsea have two DMs, defensive midfielders, that are quite press resistant. The fact that Chelsea have two defensive midfielders that are press resistant, plus can also find the line splitting passes is amazing. Very amazing. If you watch Enzo Fernandez play, you watch Maresca play, they are all both DMs, and yet they can get the pass that can split defenses open. It's very, very amazing. Hardly will you get a team with such talent at their disposal. We saw that especially against Tottenham Hotspur. So many moments like this where even Romeo Lavia and Casado broke Spurs defense open. They broke Spurs defense open when we press high. And it is one of the reasons why we are winning games. Now, situations like this, Chelsea will have to make good use of these opportunities. When you have this caliber of players in your squad, players that are DM, not even attacking midfielder, they are DMs, and they can break other defenses open by their quality pass, as we've been seeing in the recent days. It is one of the good aspects of Enzo Maresca's play. Yes, it is. I am not surprised. Even Brentford coach, Thomas Frank, speaking on Chelsea, if you listen to him, you realize that he actually knew exactly that Chelsea game was going to be a difficult one because of the talent. Like he said, we managed for 90 minutes to go toe to toe with Chelsea, especially in the second half. A draw would have been fair. That is one thing that he said. Now he didn't just end there. What is it? He said something again. Oh my goodness, I missed out on that. He was speaking about the quality of the Chelsea setup, and every coach, and Slot said the same thing. Most of the coaches, they repeating the same thing. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, even as we celebrate, I want you to understand that the title race until we get to February, nobody should be so much excited. Quickly, I've been signaled that my time is up. But I want to say a few things once again. Yesterday, we got a red card. Mikel got a red card, and it was lack of discipline. In short, no doubt about it, lack of discipline from our players. Lack of discipline in a team made us to receive several yellow cards. Yesterday's own was one of those things where that yellow card, the second yellow card for Cucurella was avoidable. Look, Enzo Maresca was asked about it. Have Chelsea got a disciplinary issue? This is what he said. He said, no. I said many times, we can do many things better. The way to manage some moments, probably it is one of the moments we can improve. The moment of our player, their behavior, the disciplinary aspect. He said Cucurella will be suspended and we will bring another one in his place. Pedro was suspended tonight and Noni's performance was top. Now, the truth is that no matter who is suspended in this current Chelsea setup, there is a replacement, already made replacement, that can still fit in and perform perfectly. Based on the system we are playing right now, we have players that can play in multiple positions. So our coach is not worried about the suspension. And he debunked the fact that it is a disciplinary issue. But he believed there are moments that could be managed better. There are moments that the players could manage better to avoid those situations or those things happening. We are accumulating too many yellow cards. Too many cards, dear friend. The yellow card that became a red card for Cucurella is avoidable or was avoidable. Ladies and gentlemen, he also spoke on the players that were absent. Kane Chukwuemeka, he said Kane was ill. Chile was ill, as if Chile was even part of his plans. Pedro suspended. Reece and West injured. That's Reece James and Wesley Fofana injured. Benoit felt something. That's the current situation. And Misha, that's Mikel Moedri, he didn't complete that. I am not too sure what is happening to Mikel Moedri right now. In the past 3 games, we've not seen Mikel Moedri, not even on a bench. And there is not been any news coming out on what the situation is with Mikel Moedri right now. Can anyone tell us where Misha is or what the situation is? Is he sick? Is he ill? Is he injured? No one knows. Listen to what he said. He said, and Misha, no, he did not complete the statement. Was he ill or is he what kind of situation? Ladies and gentlemen, I will leave that to your judgment. Maresca, for me, is a very good coach. The way he managed the game against Brentford alone attests to that. He's doing many things right, but there are few things I believe he can still do better. He is doing many things right. For instance, going into the game against Brentford, seeing Brentford conceding 2 late goals against Fulham in their last game via crosses. Oh yes, within 42 minutes, Chelsea had already crossed 21 balls into the area of Brentford, one of which ended up as a goal through Cucurella. Oh yes, seeing Brentford conceding 2 goals, that means that our head coach and his technical men, they study games, our opponent their games. Seeing them conceding 2 goals against Fulham, that is the reason why we were bombarding their area with long balls into their area. Chelsea, within 42 minutes, Chelsea had already crossed 21 balls, one of which ended up as a goal. Maresca has answered all the questions thrown to him like a first-class student. Ladies and gentlemen, like a first-class student. I'll end it here. I have the analysis of the game coming up. Watch out for that. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.